It's November 2nd, 1975, and in the big building is the pig barn. The 8 buildings to the right is our chicken houses. The clump of trees in the center of the clearing is a 5-acre pig pasture. The large grassy area at the top is the 40-acre cow pasture, which is planted in grass. I would like to say at this time that all of this was made possible by our leader, Father Jones. Had it not been for him and the example he sets, none of this would have been cleared, none of the bush or jungle would have been cleared, the buildings would be able to do this. That's a storage building there. The long row of black represents a windrow. That's trees that are found in our workshop. This thick birch, once again, once again,
Here in the Promised Land is working on the bulldozer. Right now I am cleaning up parts of the road that have been messed up by the rain. Darren, how do you like it here in the Promised Land?
Fine, it's better than Ukiah.
Can't hear you.
Fine, it's better than Ukiah.
How's that? Did you
This is the bar off of the record. It broke loose. When it hit me, when I stand on top of the record, it knocked me clean off, and it bounced off me and hit the truck. It should have went through me and killed me, but I'm still alive, thanks to Father.
Where did you hit the truck?
In the back of the cab of the truck on the right-hand side, below that tank, right above the tank there. There's a rusty spot still there.
Went on a scouting mission for Monday's work crew and get leaves and stuff for the garden.
What are you scouting for? Leaves?
For leaves and stuff for the garden. Poles.
How do you like it here, Jeff?
Oh, it's really nice here. We're going on a scouting mission to get some barrels along with the leaves.
What are the barrels for?
The barrels are to put water in to store some vines, to tie up the banana trees.
afraid of everything. This is a walking stick, friends, and we have so many lovely insects and all kinds of birds and animals who don't harm at all. In fact, they've never been harmed by anything down here in the terms of being bit or anything. Tommy's come such a long way. He's not afraid of anything now. Such a good student. He's on the honor roll. Thank you, Tommy. Well, Tommy's all right. You can tell he's not afraid. But that's a gentle guy. Walking stick now, if that isn't too much. We've been talking about so many of the miracles, such a brain tumor being healed. And we were just down looking at a tank a little while ago, a fuel tank that they were trying to convert into a water tank, and it blew up and threw Charlie 8 feet. It should have killed him, and no harm whatsoever. And it's just miracle like that after miracle. It's just tremendous what the power of Father's socialism can do for all.
Hello, everybody. This is the tank that I was leaning against this tank. Tim and I was pressurizing our well, and I was leaning against this tank when it blew up. You can see it split from the bottom and across the top. And the explosion knocked me 8 feet right through the air. I lit on the ground on my shoulders. I came out without a bruise. The tank and the pump it encircled Tim. The wires broke. They were laying in the water. We were both standing in water, and neither one of us received a shock, bruise, scratched, or nothing. It was just through the loving care of our Father that this miracle was possible. Neither one of us was hurt at all. This is 3/8-inch thick steel, and it sounded like a bomb when it exploded.
My name is Don Swanning, and I'm grateful to be down here. It's more freer down here, and it's more beautiful. Up there, I wouldn't get along with people very much, and down here, I'm getting along with people. I learn about new machineries I haven't even seen before, and it's really getting along great here.
This is prime. Hey, why don't you let Tommy get himself? Go ahead, Becky. You did it to me last night. Well,
I don't know. I go.
Mike, it ain't a big wall.
My name is Anthony Simon. I'm here in the Promised Land, and I want to say hi to everybody. My main activities here right now are I'm working on a fishing trawler, and I enjoy going down the rivers, meeting new people, which will soon be our hope line in the world, feeding people. We'll be going fishing pretty soon. We have a crew of 5. Okay.
By the socialist government. And these are honey and coffee, cans of various syrups, and you can see the bleach. And these are all various different types of fruits, ketchup. Here's a Milo, an extremely good drink that is unique to Guyana. Cheddar cheese, filled with cheese, evaporated milk, carnation, you can see there for yourselves. They build up an inventory of several thousands and thousands of dollars. Whole column of mattresses, one entire warehouse. These are supplies building up that we have for our workers, the native workers here, equipment that we're going to be giving to them. I mean, clothes and articles that we found that we brought from the States. Here again, the supplies, column after column of meat, every vegetable, every kind of delicious food, chicken noodles, for instance, right there, sauces, honeys, syrups, jams, you name it, we have it. And they've built up a careful inventory. Everything is inventoried out of here, so they know exactly what we have. Here's another form of nice drink that you don't have in the States, leche. It's a Brazilian product. Here are the bleaches, the cleansers, whole length of breeze, soaps. I'm not beginning to enumerate all of it. Cashew nuts, all sorts. cashew nuts. They're a delicious nut here. They're made in Jamaica. And we have oats, breakfast cereals, cream of wheat, peppers and salts, the various condiments that we need for cooking everything. We need their trunks sealed. Sheets are very valuable here. Most things are more economical, as I said, but sheets have a tremendous value here. If we ever had to raise money quickly, we can sell sheets at a very high price if we had to. Again, these are little articles that have been made for our children. We made them here ourselves, one of our brothers. Again, you see whole supplies of medications here, one whole shelf that goes half the warehouse length of medications. We have medical manuals, even how we could do surgery if we had to, if the civilizations we know it now began to crumble. All sorts of books on operation procedures, medical procedures, and technical books on how to build everything we need to build and maintain everything we need here. Again, large supplies of milk, dry milk, non-fat milk, cheeses of all sorts of varieties, catsup, onions here.
Made. You can see where Anthony builds up the clay. It takes a lot of work in building it up. You can see the layers. It'll be very hard. Then on top of that comes the wood chips from our sawmill. The weather's just perfectly delightful today. We get ample rain here and then always sunshine every day. I'm wearing the pajamas just because of leisure, but you can wear heavier clothes and be comfortable, but you never get cold down here. It's so delightful to rest in the smog-free air. Not one. These are chicken feeders and wood chips. And see that beautiful lizard on the top? Well, he's gone. These are wood chips that we have sacked. Barbed wire. All around here you can see new coops going up. And see it out there? And then in that area just beyond there, 175 acres are going to be burned as soon as the dry season comes to give room for new crops. There's the pasture to my left. Pasture to my left where the cattle will be coming. We're getting quite a stock of cattle. One of the socialist supervisors gave us a goat and going to give us a nanny, too, on top of that. We have cassava growing there. Now, cassava, Jim Bogue makes feed for us, as well as cassava's delicious to eat.
We're now at the piggery, which is located at our animal site. And these are a few of the little pigs, of which we now have 25. These guys are busy walking around all day long. Yes, sir. A couple more, just like the other ones. They're just beautiful. This is Charlie, our boar. He's a good old guy. He's what's called a Duroc. Charlie, you want to say a few words for the folks? Say something, Charlie. Well, Charlie's busy eating. I don't think he's going to say anything today. This is a good old girl here. She's delivered her litter. And she's really a good mama. That's David. That's the young man who is now in charge of the piggery for us. He takes care of the pigs, does a beautiful job. Look at these guys. This is not the same ones. These are new ones. They just came up from the pig corral.
He says that the sun shines so bright. I can't even talk these kids to go back for a visit. They don't want to go back. No way. No way. Here's the big army dump truck. This goes through rivers even. It'll go anywhere. No place it won't go. There's Darren. Darren, you're happy down here? You don't want to leave?
No.
No? Can't get anybody to leave. This cage, and that's Ben underneath the picnic table. All these are made by our people here. Ben, he's in a curry. They're very delectable to eat, but no one would think of eating Ben. He's a pet. These are other buildings to the left. Warehouses, you see the two that contain all the supplies of mattresses, foods galore for months in advance. This is apartment there on the end, and then over to is the beginning of gardens. Cassava, they're starting a cassava mill here. That'll mean we'll have marketable resource. There's some of our bulldozers. You see them off in the distance. Ben, he's quite a pet. We had a miracle on the radio that someone's power failed back in the States, and Al and Ben says, the guy says, I don't know reason what the reason is. My power went out. And so we could have clear transmission. It lasted just long enough for us to have our radio transmission. What are you doing, following me? We have two of these big mammoth things. Of course, in here is the kitchen, refrigerators, the sinks, and this is the big stove. Now, in this facility alone, you can house 40, 50 people easily. I mean, easily. They're comfortable now with 30. Living room area, and there's a lounge chair, modern furniture. We've got some, but most of it's been made. That's Becky Bikeman working over the food. She has lost, how many pounds have you lost altogether, Becky? 126 and a half, and what were you originally? 224. They're going to have a day off where they're waiting for her to reach her 100 mark, and that will be only 2 pounds away. All this is handmade. All the fencing was done by our youngsters down here. Now think how many young clothes there. And then the bed. You see the lovely Africans. They haven't made any arrangements to tidy it up to suit you. And these mattresses, and plenty of room between them. Notice the bunks, but there's plenty of room. There's a cat resting so peacefully. Can you see the cat there, Charlie? Mm-hmm. We have lots of cats, no snakes. Part of the same room. Now, in this one dormitory, you don't need to worry about even windows. We're getting a device for flies. What little we have is based on electric heat. It draws all bugs to it. We haven't had any mosquitoes out here, no bites. I don't notice any kind of thing to bite through the window now. If you'll come over here, Charlie. Wave at us, will you? Anthony and Rebecca baking bread. And they have a food here, by the way, that they have found that's supposed to not only stop cancer, but reverse cancer. What is the name of that drug? Chlorella. Chlorella. And they bake it into a lovely food, though. It isn't like what we eat up, the seeds. It's delicious. They put meat on it, and it makes something, reminds me of some rare roast. It's delicious. They're making bread, our own bread, and it's so delicious. Pop and Mom Jackson's lovely quarters. And the cat's resting nicely on the bed. And that's beautiful. This is their 2 beds, and that's just what they wanted, and their neon light up there. We have our own electricity, you know, our own generators. And all they need, they have pictures of every beautiful thing all around. Pictures of Father, they say, that healed them of everything, not a thing. And this is a picture of the exhibition of the People's Republic of China, Harriet Tubman. And they're happy and good health, aren't you?
Yes, sir. Never felt better in my life.
Never felt better in your life?
Never felt better in my life, Father.
You look actually younger than you did when you came down here by 10 years. It's amazing. And Mother went through cancer, and they did such a tremendous operation, but Father finished the business.
Yes.
It's all gone. But the operations they do here is just remarkable. I wish we could see. Can you step here? Mother had it in the breast. We're just getting ready to leave. These are potato chips made from plantain, and they're more delicious. They're a combination of a potato chip and a French fry. And radishes, You don't know what you're missing down here. They make their own buns and hamburgers and the leafy green vegetables. By the way, we just won first prize from the national government of Guyana for our leafy green vegetables. Here are the people at the table eating an afternoon snack. You see Pepsi-Cola's here for 3 cents, American money. That sounds appetizing, doesn't it? I can't get anybody to go home with me. Can't even get Muggs. He's out over there somewhere. Talk to us, Muggs. He's had his Milo. That's his cup up there. He's been drinking his Milo, I guess. Well, it's another sunny day. The rain stopped. It was interesting when I walk out. Every time I walk out, as the people can verify, the rain will stop. So that's been amazing. Lots of bulldozers in the radio tower and the apartments and the warehouses filled with supplies for you. On down the way is tool shed, then way down is the sawmill. As I said, there's nothing like Philip. They're getting ready to think of some fishing plans later, too, to make us some money. And I guess Paula's going to be making some jewelry. Isn't that right, Paula? Working what they can, going to conserve on food. And we must do the same at home, keep that up, because we'll need every dollar, because this is the only kind of place to be. freedom. Today on the radio I heard all the history of the various socialist countries of the world. And how amazing it was hearing that history that you never get back home, of all those that have just been recently liberated. And I don't know an unhappy one amongst them. And he's happy and successful here. All these children that were number, we counted about 8 that would have been on their way to jail.
Where's that
Today, all the children of Jonestown are having a fun day parade. They're having a fun day parade, and they're going all around Jonestown and showing their happiness and how well they love it here in Jonestown. And as you can see, how all happy they are, and they really love it here in Jonestown, as you can see. And going around to see all the seniors and show how joyful they are.
I just get the leftovers. Wherever they drop, I pick up and pack it on. It's mine! Lost, brother. Come on, David. Yeah. Then David's gonna get a sword fight for Kenny. Take the bat, huh, brother?
That's their lovely little house, and it's so darling inside. Maybe we can take a walk out there and see it. We built that just for them. They wanted a house, and there's a dog, their dog, laying underneath it. So comfortable. I remember this is the rainy season, so everything will look wetter and less beautiful than it does during the dry season. There's more of the trees that have been cut ready for marketing. We've cleared hundreds and hundreds of acres. Chickens. The black chicken is a mixture of barred. The white is called a big white. It's unique to the Socialist Republic of Guyana. It's a broiler chicken. It's very large, larger than our chickens. And these black chickens are very good layers. They'll be kept for laying purposes, so we'll have plenty of eggs. We have our own hammer mill that makes the grain and separates it. Now we are providing all the grain for both our pigs, which are numerous in the 30s now, and for the chickens. And then we have a separator for the corn separator. And this has been made by Jim Bogue. He's so glad, of course, to see his natural-born son that came down this time in June 1976 to be on the project. They're moving rapidly to try to build housing.
Outside, shooting into the inside of our generator housing. There's our electrical control panel. The end of the barrel there is where we keep our oil for the generators. There is our main generator, and it is running at the present time. Father provided this power plant for us. It's a 37.5 kVA unit, and it is our main primary unit. Then, for economic reasons, right there behind the oil drum rack, you'll see a smaller generator. That's the one we run at night. When we shut down the workshop and we do not need all of the electricity required to run the workshop and the clothes dryers, we switch over to this smaller generator at night, thereby saving on our fuel consumption. I'll step inside and we'll get another shot of the generator. What you hear in the background is that of the generators.
High voltage lines, of which we erected here in Jonestown, here in Jonestown.
In need of cutting down labor costs, we've gotten together here and tried to design a corn planter that would reduce labors immensely. These was all pieces that we had laying around the project. We've took a little from here and there, and so this is what we've got. Is Mike, he's bringing in some close-ups of the designs we thought you might all be interested in. Everybody's contributed their ideas and come up with this, hoping that it'll work. Thank Father that he's taught us and showed us that things can be done if we only but try.